Alright, Booker, can you hear me?
I can.
Am I coming through loud and beautiful?
You are coming through loud.
What am I beautiful? Aren't I beautiful?
You know you're an ugly feather mucker.
Oh, you bastard.
I've got to play to my strengths.
Right guys, we are back. After a 1 week absence, we are back. Booker, say hi. Right, well, Booker, tonight, we're not going to talk about Dust at all. We're not going to talk about the shit flinging in the CPM forum with regards to the wannabe CPM1 candidates. We're not going to talk about the QQ on the general discussion with the heavies, the light assault scouts and shotguns, and the cloaky bit that makes you almost invisible. We're not going to talk about that at all. First thing.
Who wants to talk about Dust? Who wants to talk about Dust, for God's sake?
Very quiet lately, hasn't it? Have you noticed how quiet it's been, hey?
There's not a lot there's not a lot going on, is there? No.
The quiet before the storm, Booker. Quiet before Fanfest. And yes, guys, tonight we're going to talk about Fanfest and all the ifs, buts, and goings on about Fanfest. But before we hang on to that, we're going to say a very sad goodbye and tip the cap off to CCP Commander.
I'll spit it out there.
What's his name again, Booker?
Wang.
That's it. Wang. CCP Commander Wang.
It's just typical of you, Pam. You can never take the wang out of your mouth, can you?
Yeah, cheers for that one. Dude, it was a great time having you on Dust. I'm sure you had a cracking time, and I hope you have the best in your future endeavors, dude. Cheers.
I found out about it from Twitter, but I haven't seen anything on the forum, so it's all a bit of a mystery. Possibly.
Keeping very quiet. They're keeping very quiet. Absolutely very quiet. Yeah. Well, enough about that sadness. Let's talk about things a bit more happier. And Fanfest. I cannot wait for Fanfest. Fanfest is going to be around the corner about 7 odd days. And as you guys imagine, there's going to be a whole lot said about Eve, Dust, and Valkyrie. We're not interested about Eve. Eve's 10 years old. That's old news. Those pilots can go sit and swivel. What I am interested in telling everyone is that at 6 o'clock UTC tomorrow, the 24th of April, alright, there's going to be a pre-Fanfest sort of thing with CCP Mimic grilling the developers on all the games CCP makes and develops. There's also going to be the Dust 514 keynote speech on the Friday, so I cannot wait. Finally, we get some direction from CCP Pretty Boy, aka Rouge. That dude, he's going to show us where we're going, and we're going to be following him skeptically, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know, the stream tomorrow is on Twitch TV. It's, it's 1800 UTC, and we believe that's somewhere around about Greenwich Mean Time. I'm not absolutely sure.
It's Eve time. It's Eve time. UTC is Eve time. I know that much in my my dusty ways.
It could be plus or minus an hour, so that's on tomorrow, and they say they're going to try and grill the developers from all their games, try to get them to spill the beans early. And I'm sure they'll really fall for that one and tell us something they're not supposed to.
Well done, guys. Yeah. Can't even get stuff out of our own CPMs, let alone a freaking developer.
Yeah. So I suspect they won't get too much out of them, but I might just tune in just in case something interesting is said, or they just leave some little tidbits ready for us to drool over until we get to see the Friday keynote speech.
Cannot wait for that, man. Cannot wait for that. Finally, I get to see where my game I've fallen in love with is going. I cannot wait.
Yeah, well, you know, as one of the other games that they're talking about in this Fanfest is obviously Eve Valkyrie. So we know that CCP is developing for PS4, and this specifically involves Project Morpheus, so Sony's
virtual reality headset. Virtual reality.
VR headset.
Too much coffee again, Booker. It's the coffee, I swear. Not the alcohol.
For you, your virtual hilarity, is that what you said? You're almost funny. Is that what you're funny, but not in a real way. Virtual hilarity. So we know that CCP are developing for PS4. They're obviously in very close cohorts with Sony, and we've made it no secret the fact that that's one of the things we'd love for them to announce at this FanFest at some point.
You see, exactly. Thanks to Valkyrie now coming on PS4, we know that CCP have got their little PlayStation 4 developer sitting in the corner, hopefully in Shanghai, making stuff for the PS4 for Dust 514. Booker, we got something right! Look at us! Look at us! Woo!
It probably wasn't the Shanghai one though, you know. It was developed
well, we're bound to get something wrong. Well, speaking of FanFest and keeping it all sort of FanFesty and not conspiracy theory, they are going to be releasing their Eve monument. Kind of odd-looking little monument.
You're talking about the feminine pleasure instruments that seem to be pictured in the death post. Although some of those sharp edges might give cause concern.
Female pleasure device. Booker, you know what the best thing about this monument is, Booker, and the fact that it's a female pleasure device. You know the best thing about it is Eve Tune and my Dust Tune's names are gonna be on those fucking.
Oh my god!
Bam's names on dildos. Yes. Laugh goal reached.
Well, that's made you a happy man. That's the nearest you'll get to a female pleasure device this year, I'm sure.
Why be like that, dude? Why?
Because you're Bam, and I need to do that to you on a regular basis.
Funny.
It
that just cracked me up when I saw that one. I'm like, what? They couldn't have. It looked like a 4-year-old just gone and go slap, slap, cut, glue. I'm like, what?
Yeah. It is a bit Blue Peter, isn't it? And your double-sided sticky tape.
Jesus. Funny. I must chuckle. Sorry, that was just funny right there.
But speaking of female pleasure devices, have you seen the picture underneath with that wrestler in the ring?
Oh, and then MMA fight isn't bad either.
Yeah, the guy in the shorts ain't bad either.
Who's that doing the Karate Kid?
Smallest person in the CCP person.
Who's he? That's the guy doing the Karate Kid swan dive kick thing, isn't he? What's his name?
He's doing
CCP
the crane.
Mini-Me or whatever.
I'm glad you're not going to FanFest this year, mate. I think I might be seeking you out for that one. I think you'll find that he's CC Frame doing the crane. So for some strange reason on Friday, there's the local Icelandic MMA fighter Gunni Nelson. Why is everybody in Iceland called Gunnar?
Because they're like guns. I don't know. But have you seen this guy's fight record? He's like 12 victories for 0 things and 1 loss. Okay, so he's had 13 matches.
That's because they keep sending in CCP developers to fucking fight him. They're going to have a good record.
They're sending in a CCP devs after. I'm like, are these guys just sucker for punishment? This guy's gonna absolutely wreck them, like gouge out eyeballs and skull fuck him. Oh my god, this guy's a brick.
Rip them a new one. It is going to be worth tuning in to Twitch TV. I believe. I think they've possibly been a little bit cheeky, and that's going to be one of the things you can only see if you pay the money. But CCP.
Well, all I can hope is that CCP Pretty Boy doesn't go into that octagon and get wrecked because he is too pretty to get hurt. He's gorgeous. I want his autograph.
His hairspray has got to be kept immaculate. There is no way that man is going to risk the hairstyle and the pretty boy face. I'm sure he'll be safe.
I just got an image of Jim Carrey saying, "Don't touch the do. Well, enough about that gorgeous person in the shorts there. If you can't stand the heat in the kitchen and fancy a bit more of a light thing, you also can go for a bit of a drinking with a couple of devs and get absolutely wrecked out there as well. So 2 forms of destruction await you as well.
The world famous pub crawl. This is where usually most of the sad and ridiculous stories from Fanfest usually arise from the pub crawl. Good times. Pub crawl with the dev. And I fully expect those of you who are going to be pumping them full of alcohol and then pumping some information out of them.
Yeah, and then commenting on the forums and the thread below this video about any and all information you have about Dust 514. Please! We're just as keen as anyone else to find out. Alright.
It'll only be a day early. It's been drunken ravings of developers, and we know they're like when they're pissed, so it'll probably be a load of rubbish anyway.
Booker, alright, so just to highlight, Booker, just to highlight, alright. Eve TV, right? They're going to be broadcast this entire event on Twitch. There's an event happening on the 24th of April, 1800 UTC. I urge everyone that watches this video to urge everybody else that hasn't watched this video to go and watch that, and then you guys get basically a highlight of what's happening about FanFest. Go and watch it, get informed, know what's going on with regards to Dust, know where the game's going. However...
just start getting excited, yes.
However, Booker, read the travel advisory, Booker.
Yes, mate, honestly, I'm a little bit worried, okay, the Association of Airport Employees, I don't know what sort of contacts they've got up there, but apparently there's a potential strike. Now, I don't know if that's a war barge strike or an orbital strike, but either way, be careful around the airport. That's all I can say.
Oh, you could just see a Dustberg walking out there in the plane going, oh shit, a strike! Get out of the building!
Someone's called in a strike! Friendly fire! Ban that man!
Alright, no, I'm putting this Irish coffee down, man. I've had too much whiskey tonight, man. Shit.
I think it's the caffeine that does you more than alcohol, to be quite honest. It's like like you said earlier, you're like a kid on blue Smarties.
Well, guys, well, Booker, in conclusion, dude, what do you want to hear and see from FanFest, dude? In conclusion.
Looking forward to some ridiculous photographs and antics from Pub Crawl Night. That's like standard operating procedure, and I wish for that to be coming through to us over the internet, because we can't make it there. I'm really looking forward to several devs being ripped a new one in the wrestling ring. That should be funny. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to seeing some tournaments, Dust tournaments and the Valkyrie tournaments. They should be really cool to watch. Especially looking forward to Dust keynote. Apparently there's loads of stuff going on Saturday for Dust as well. So I should be sticking pretty close to Twitch TV for the whole thing.
Oh hell yes, totally agree.
I'm excited. I'm not. I know you're more certain than I am. I've just got a little bit of skepticism about the PS4 thing, but I would love for that to be announced.
Look, again, with me and my conclusions, skeptic. I'm very skeptic, but I want to believe. I want to believe. As many people become all dramatic about it, oh, end of the game. No, whatever. Grow some balls, whatever. This is going to highlight a new direction for Dust. That we are going to have to follow, unfortunately. So,
and they've just opened it up to Japan, so that's going to, there's a pretty good user base for PS4.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Thinking about it.
A brilliant user base for PS4, and I really do think that if it's not within the next year and a half, it'll be coming out it'll be rolling out on PlayStation 4 very, very, very soon. All right, Dust needs to go to PS4. It needs to.
It does.
It needs to. It just has to. It has to do it. It has to. I want it.
I want it,
CCP. I want it.
Well, what you want, Bam, you shall get.
Lies, all lies. Well, that's basically it for me, I'm going to be gluing myself firmly to my arse. Me to my arse? God. Gluing my arse firmly to the chair, watching Twitch.
In my brain about that.
That was...
You've already got your name on a female pleasure device. What more do you want?
Oh god, I'm just trying to do a conclusion. I can't even get that out of my mouth. God, too much alcohol. I'm gonna watch Twitch TV, and I'm gonna be on UTC at 6 o'clock tomorrow to watch with the pre events. I'm gonna watch the keynote speech. I'm gonna watch and gain as much information about Dust 514 and the future of itself, because again, I'm one of the sad few that have fallen in love with this game, and I'd love to see it succeed. And on that note, I am done. I got it out my mouth finally, Booker.
What, you wang?
Oh man, it's gonna be. I'm sad to see him go. Really, I am. I am sad to see him go. He was a funny guy. I liked his YouTube videos. He was a funny guy.
All right, so don't forget, I shall be in a reticule near you sometime soon. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that'll teach you to be a pissed up caffeine wreck. Egypt, won't it?